Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the official ARK podcast number 256. My name's Coach Mistletoe, and I'm here live with the core team. Atlas is actually on a flight right now, so your host for tonight will be Mr. Brett Nordin. The floor is all yours.
Thank you, Mistletoe. Yeah, and welcome to podcast number 256. Today is July 14th, 2023. Hope everybody's doing great. I'm just trying to beat the heat here in Arizona. Luckily, it's below 90 here, but down in Phoenix, it's almost 115. So, people are cooking eggs on the sidewalk, which is crazy. So we're just staying indoors a little bit and trying to stay cool. But we've been working really hard in the background. We'll get a little bit into that and give you an update here shortly. Let's go ahead and run through the stats. We're going to keep the time in check today. And just because we have so much going on in the background, we want to get back to work as fast as possible. But let me just recap the stats. The ARK price today is 29 cents. Liquidity on PancakeSwap is 105,087 BUSD. Total vault accounts is 5,531, with the ILC reserves hanging around that 125 mark at 124,985 BUSD. Vault balance, 52,437. Still a nice buffer before we mint, and we do have some reserves for that. I did take a look also at the legacy NFTs. We are so close to hitting 600 legacy NFTs. So who is going to be the lucky 600th minter? Maybe you. If you're going to use the LSA, that's still very active and a great way to support the protocol. When you do deposit into the LSA, you're using the ILC to swap your ARK-FI for the value in BUSD, so it does not impact the price, as well as those tokens get sent to the ARK Vault to help prolong that minting process. So that's about it on the stats. I'm going to go ahead and give my updates, and then we'll go into the sweep widget, and then we'll be followed by Z with the DeFi sessions. So today we've been working really hard. Alex is working diligently on the Terra card, and Mistletoe, maybe you can pull up the card management system that he's been working on in the background. It's a little bit of alpha for you guys to take a look at. We're building out a way to be able to manage your Air card as well as your Terra card under one system and give you all the functions for managing the card, taking a look at card balances. And yes, you can see there, if you have multiple cards in the system, you can see them all under one dashboard. So we're really tying this together to make it extremely easy to manage your cards. You can see the status of the card, whether it's active or inactive, the card balance. For the Terra card, you can do some management straight from the console. So you can actually deactivate your card in case it gets stolen or lost. You can go ahead and top up your card or add more balance to the Terra card. With the Air card, it's more of looking at the status. And then there's also a link over to the payments portal where you can get more information on transactions and otherwise. So this is a lot of work that's going into this front end. Obviously, we have two different providers for these cards. The virtual card provider is different bank than the Terra card, which is a Panamanian bank. And so we have two different systems, but Alex is figuring out a way to tie them all together while keeping this, very secure and a way to make it easy for users to manage all of their ArkFi cards in one place, which I think is pretty exciting to do. We haven't seen this before with companies that have, disparate card providers like this. Typically, you have to, manage each card individually or have an app or something like that. So it's a really cool feature and something he's been working hard on, understanding the limitations that we can pull data and interact with that data and allow users to have functionality through our front end, through our dApp. So that's a quick update on the Terra card. I did ship those out yesterday to our print and packaging shipping provider that's going to be doing the metal cards as well as packaging these cards and sending them out to our users, the Terra card that is. So they should have those on Tuesday, and Alex is tracking right along. So by the time we get the back end set up and can test some cards on my end, we're looking at probably a couple weeks out. I know I've been saying that. but I think that's a pretty accurate statement at this point, just based on where we are in the development cycle. Also work going on with ARK Lite, lots of questions coming in on that. We're hoping to reveal some public documents within the next week or two, but we want to make sure that what we're doing in the background for development and working on the pre-sale flow is buttoned up. We want to make sure that we've thought through everything really, really well, and that we've got something that's very, very accurate to hand out prior to the pre-sale. So we'll have some more details coming on that soon. And that system, if you're not familiar with what ARK Lite is, it's really a simplified version, money in, money out system. It's a yield earning application, but it's got some Web 2 features that will help us kind of cross over from our Web 3 audience to a much broader audience in the Web 2 market. And that will help spur growth. They'll create demand for our utilities, as well as bring in new investor eyeballs for the ROI DApp. So that's how we're setting up the funnels. We're going to spearhead the market with ARK Lite and the utilities, as well as the legacy NFT, and then bring them back to the ecosystem to take a look at the ROI DApp, which we think is a much more effective way to bring in new users and kind of differentiate ourselves from the other DeFi projects that are out there. Also on the DVPN, working hard with the dev team on that. Had a bunch of communications back and forth, really ironing out some of the inner workings of that, how we can pull the whole privacy category together. Very similar to what Alex is doing here, where we have multiple card offerings. We're going to have multiple privacy product offerings as well. So creating a dashboard account-based system where the user can then manage their subscriptions. They can see all of the different privacy products in one place. They can update their contact information, handle their password, passkey management system, those kind of things to make it easier. And then also cross-sell and cross-promote those privacy products within one portal, which I think is super important. So yeah, lots of effort going in on that. And that's about it on the dev side. On the marketing side, I think we touched a little bit about the AMA work that we're going to be doing here when Terra card's released, as well as ARK Lite. We want to go out and be able to talk about that new product and talk about at least the payments and crypto banking side of things, and have products in our hands to be able to bring people and revenue back immediately to the ecosystem. So that's kind of the overarching plan, and a good update, I think, on Terra card and where the ARK ecosystem is currently at. Mistletoe, are you ready to go into the sweep widget and the shorts of the day?
Oh, yeah, of course. I quickly wanted to ask, though, do you have any idea what that picture was posted in the announcements today?
I think that was just maybe, kind of like a butt dial, but like a butt picture. I'm not too sure. I don't know if that was Atlas moving and he accidentally snapped a picture and posted it in the wrong place, or
maybe, because I was looking at it and it kind of does look like the ARK-A a little bit, and it even has an A on it as a little sticker. So I was like, that'd be cool if it was some sort of Atlas did. So I was a little confused. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just a mistake. You know how when you're just, fumbling, doing a bunch of things at once on your phone and you accidentally click the wrong channel to post something, and maybe he was sending it to somebody in a DM and it got crossed over into the ARK channel. I'm not quite sure. Did you want to maybe open it? Should we open it for questions? If there's any regarding the information that I've covered, and then we can go into the sweep widget. Would you like to do that?
Yeah, of course. Does anyone have questions? I know this is awesome. Like I was gonna ask as a suggestion to kind of do this, because I know, like, if you have multiple cards, you have to go and manage them through all this portal. But boom, it's already done. Like, this is amazing. It's all right here. You don't have to go through the other website, and it's boom, right in front of you on the ARK website. But does anyone have questions while Brett's here?
Yeah, I got a quick one if it's okay, Crypto Fergie here. See the ARK Lite, is that user face replaced the old app, is it?
What was the question? Sorry. The ARK, which one was it?
The ArcLight, that ArcLight, is that a new dApp? Is that a new user interface that's going to be doing away with the old user interface, or are the two separate products?
No, we still have, it's two separate products. The
Yeah.
ArcLight is going to be its own dApp, but there won't be any wallet connect or anything like that. So we're going to really avoid a lot of the hurdles that people have to go through with the Web3 wallet and, buying crypto that way. Ultimately, they'll still have to have a wallet, but in order to get into the system and start earning, they will not have to have the wallet connect. So this is going to be more of a Web2 based system that a lot of more people are going to be comfortable with. Connect with your Google account, connect with another email, and enter the system that way, and then also manage your account in the same way. So we'll have 2FA features, things like that, OTP, one-time passwords for security protection. But otherwise, they'll be able to interact with the dApp and start earning without all the hurdles that we have now with the Web3 wallet.
Hey, Brett.
Yep.
Hey, thanks for the overview there. But I want to just clarify, when let's say call them normies that don't have a wallet, could they participate just with straight up fiat, like connecting to the site and then doing the deposit and start earning before they have an actual wallet?
Yes. So we're going to have them be able to come in through crypto with the ramp product, and we're working that out now. Like, how do we bridge the fiat into? We still want to be able to take in crypto, but be able to onboard their fiat that way, but using our ramp solution. So we're working on that integration type process now.
Okay, so that means when it's available, people who don't have any familiarity with the wallets or creating that or issues on that, they will just be able to use the card, connect, and say, "Oh, cool, I can just put yield," and they ramp in, and then they'll start getting their dashboard showing their rewards racking up based on how much they deposited. So far, correct?
Yep, that's correct. That's what our goal is on this, is to not have to worry about the MetaMask and the private keys and all of that stuff. Yep.
Great. And then of course, when they want to claim it, then you will use education and guidance to help them get the wallet, so that if they do wanted to pull, they could pull it to the wallet, or even in a card, cash out through a card or something too, right?
Yeah, they'll have to designate for withdrawals. They'll have to designate a wallet that it gets sent to, but there won't have to be a wallet connect. It'll just be a send to a wallet address. So much simpler.
So this is very, very big deal. I want to underline this for everyone too, or based on my understanding. So if you're able to do that, you don't need a custody, but you also solve the issue of not requiring anybody to have a wallet, because technically they could just ramp in with fiat because you have that feature, that function, and then also technically on the outbound, they could just issue themselves a card, right? Or like an air card, right?
Yep, they could just send it to that wallet instead of putting it onto a Web3 wallet or sending it to an exchange or something else. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, this is great. This is really good, and that's going to allow. What's that?
I was that was my question. That's huge that you could just offload it.
That's why I'm emphasizing this. This is solving the whole issue, so that you technically don't actually need it, and so it's basically a placeholder for their value. So when you ramp in for this ARK flight, it's going to be a placeholder. So you're basically like a credit. That's your credit from what you ramped in with fiat, minus whatever fees, and then. Yeah, that's great, guys. Thanks for clarifying. What's the ETA on that? You have an idea now, right?
We don't have a definite date yet. I can say that we've already begun development. Mr. Green spent quite a bit of time with Atlas on the smart contracts while he was there in Spain, and we're sorting out sort of these on-ramp, off-ramp, and the integration of all of the different components. The smart contracts are just one layer of how we handle those payments and things like that. So we're still in the early stage of the development, but what I can say is that we'll be publishing some information, because I know that people are, asking for more detail and things like that. I think once we reach a comfort level on both the dev side and then also the, what the public kind of product offering will be, then we'll publish it. So I would say we're probably 2 to 3 weeks out on making things public. We'd like to go faster, but I think just with a pre-sale process, and getting the information disseminated and starting to go around and talk with other people and other groups about the product, I think it'll be at least 2 to 3 weeks before we published anything officially about the details on how it's all going to work and what the yields are and those kind of things.
Wait, so you mean by next month this will be out, right? The ArkFi?
We won't launch it next month, but we're going to have a path to pre-sale and public launch in place by then. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Really grateful for the that update on this, because just curious. Lastly, was there any reason why this couldn't have been created months ago? Like you had to have the on ramp, right? Yeah, you had to have the on ramp done before you could kind of connect the glue to enable this.
It's a whole different back-end product. So we've been working on the yield component of it since we started ARK, honestly. So it's taken, that much time to just, develop the back end and figure out the yield generation part of it, which is a huge component, obviously. That's the backbone of it. So
do you have an idea on the yield that would be happening for that light?
We have an idea, but we can't share it yet. So it'll be conservative relative to what you're getting with the ROI DApp. But I think it'll be very attractive from a market perspective, especially to the average Jane and Joe that we're hoping to attract into this system. And we've also benchmarked a lot of other systems, and we want to keep this to be very conservative, sustainable, and something that we know we can comfortably, manage. We don't want to end up a situation where we're overcommitting yield and not being able to deliver. So that's the other piece to all of this.
Right. And are the ArcLight entrants going to be also able to purchase the NFT without having a wallet as well, or like the legacy side, or just this purely?
No, they would have to have a wallet in order to interact with the contract for the legacy NFT. So that system will still stay Web3. They won't be able to purchase the NFT unless they have a Web3 wallet. I don't see how that would work, simply because those contracts are already in place.
Okay, and then that means that supports the idea then that it's an incentive for ARK to graduate them into the full ArkFi product with the Web3, because not only are they going to get greater yield, but they'll also be able to invest in additional products that they normally wouldn't get access to. So it's like funnel to the rest of the product line.
Absolutely. Yeah, what we've done is we've kind of moved the funnel upwards to where we're spearheading with the utilities on one hand and the ArcLight in the other. And then once they get into the ecosystem one way or another, then they're exposed to the rest of the Web3, ROI DApp perspective side of it. And so in order to earn more, you've got to learn more. That's our mantra now. And so there'll be, we're going to do a lot of different things, obviously cross promote it, but, the podcasts, all of the content creation, as well as the email communication, which is going to be key in that right now with our current system, we don't have a way of communicating directly through email or something like that. We can do it through the DApp, the dashboard, the website, things like that. But there's not a lot of easy direct communication unless they're on Telegram, unless they're on Discord, and then they have to show up. So now we'll have another means of communication and cross-promoting products, via email, which will be huge.
I mentioned you guys to broadcast the heck out of it on the dashboard, so that's good. But what I was going to say from a marketing perspective, interesting angle here that the ArcLight is kind of like, or maybe you consider this, it's kind of like a card product. It could be marketed as a better card product, because a card product that pays you that yield. I don't know if you're thinking of that way, because technically, you guys.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, because you can send your, The problem is you can't really spend out of it. You can't spend out of the yield account, which is the problem. But there's definitely an easy connection there, because if they don't want to manage a Web3 wallet, they just want to earn yield that they could send over to a wallet address that is basically the card. So they're loading the card, right, with the crypto they're earning.
Yeah.
Then that's a very easy connection to make. Yep.
But check this out, bro. It's the parallel between a savings and a checking account. The normie fiat world is accustomed to not be able to spend off of a savings account, right? Because you're just storing it. So the savings account is like the dashboard for ArkFi, right? And then the card is the checking account. So that's really the analogy from the angle marketing potential.
That's a great way to look at it. Yep. I appreciate that.
That's great. Cool. But yeah, I like connecting that and not having it's like the custody solution. It's great. Now the only thing would obviously the targeting and the getting people to believe that the price is somewhat stable. ARK-FI's price is stabilizing. Once they believe in that, then they would feel more comfortable, because if you're putting in something and you're holding it and the price is decreasing a bit, then you're losing value from your principal. That's the only thing. So once they feel it's stabilizing, then it could be a push. That'd be a real good push, because then you get a bunch of fees from volume. But yeah, I really like the whole angle of marketing like a better card product once it's stable or feels stable enough, like sentiment turns,
Yeah, I think, we've talked about this before. We're going through this cycle now, and there's many people that are not up to speed as much as you are, and a lot of other people that are in the community as to what we're doing and what the roadmap looks like and how we've been executing the last couple of months. And, we're just in the beginning of the utility release phase. And once we have the Terra card out there, we're ready to start pounding the pavement, and we can talk about Arc Light and all of that other stuff at that moment. So I think there's great things to come. It's just, time, patience, and kind of weathering this storm to shift the sentiment, shift the price, shift the ILC reserves, and begin an upward trend again. So I'm extremely optimistic on the long-term, perspective of the ROI DApp, because no one's, if you're thinking about how the ROI DApp works, it will never, with revenue coming in from the utilities, it will never die. There will always be revenue coming in, and there's no other ROI DApp like that. It'll be growing on its own. Now, whether people want to participate in that and play that, that high risk, high reward game, that's to be seen. But I think we're going to do our job in terms of bringing utility to that. And then when user growth comes in, that will be the nitrous oxide. Always be liquidity coming into the system, which is amazing. Bankroll flow still has investors, and there's no utility. There's a lot of other ROI dApps I could mention, but there's people still wanting to play those games, but there's no utility backing it. There's no external revenue coming into the system. So this will be a very unique opportunity, I think, to have a token that can fluctuate in price, but then liquidity that's not reliant on new users, 100% new users coming into the system.
Oh, absolutely. The first sustainable daily ROI certificate of deposit.
Yeah,
protocol.
I mean, better than Dogecoin, better than Pepe.
What would be great is if we had a stat page. Speaking of utility and supporting the price, having a stat page. I think you were planning that, right? To show how many users in the card, how much volume, as much as you could share, because that would give feeling like, oh, cool, great. There's a lot of users, it's growing, and how I posed this before that. Oh, yeah, great, absolutely. We could see how much fees is supporting the price, and believe the deponzification of the protocol.
It's slowly but surely, and I think that the difference in the mechanics that we have here is, like I mentioned, the deponzification will never be 100%, right? Because you always have people coming in and out of the system and influencing the liquidity that's coming in or out, as well as the token price going up or down. So it's really designed that way to incentivize certain times for people to come in and then certain times for people to go out. So there'll always be a cycle. I don't think we can ever avoid that, but what we can do is try to balance it and smooth it out as much as possible with the utilities. But if we attracted 10 million users overnight, then there's no way that obviously the utilities could keep up with that level of participation. So it's going to be interesting to see long term how it all plans out. But I think that we're on the right track, and from bringing utility into the ROI DApp space, I think is a unique and much needed thing, so that we're not 100% reliant on new users to support the token price and the liquidity. So yeah, thanks for that, Nito. Just in the interest of time, let's go ahead and do the sweep widget and the shorts. Mistletoe, are you all set?
Let's do it. We're all set. Thank you, Brett. Thank you for those updates. Amazing, super bullish. I can't wait for ArcLight. Oh, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Someone turned on the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, that's you. Have you noticed? All right, let me just pull up.
Missile, you never saw Brett before.
Well, I'm just always used to people hot micing and turning on random cameras, so I'm just used to trying to address that. But no, exactly.
Now you have to return the favor.
I don't have a webcam, unfortunately. I wish I did though. I need to get one.
You good excuse.
All right, let me pull up the shorts contest. That is the one. Boom. All right. So yesterday for the shorts contest, we had 3 amazing entries. First, let me explain a little bit about the shorts contest. Maybe you haven't heard of it. This is your first time here. This is a new contest we have here on the Ark. It's very easy to get involved, very simple. All you have to do is create some content, create some shorts. Anyone can join, whether you're a new YouTuber, whether you're a content creator that's been around for a while, or you haven't even started a channel. Anyone is able to create some content and get entered into the contest. It's very easy. Pretty much anyone that makes a TikTok, Instagram Reel, YouTube Short, any of those short form content, anywhere across. There's Twitch, I heard of, Threads, Instagram. There's so many different platforms, but any of those short form contents definitely are all eligible into the contest. Once you've created any sort of short form content on the Ark, whether it be the roadmap, any of your experiences on the Ark, even if you want to mess around with some AI in Ark, there's a lot of creative things you can do with the shorts. Go crazy. Once you create your short form content, you can either submit it to myself, Coach Brad, or submit it to the sweep widget there. Every single day, once we get 3 new shorts, we're going to have a community vote and play them here live on the podcast, as we did yesterday for Crypto Muso, Coin Builders TV, and Selectomatic. They were yesterday's 3 competitors, all voted for by the community, and the person that wins for today is going to take home the prize of $50 worth of ARK. And how this is going to work is every time we get a new winner, after 7 winners throughout the week, those winners of the day are going to move to a round 2, where at the end of the week, we're going to show all the 7 winners of the week, and we're going to have another round 2 vote off by the community for $100 worth of ARK. That's right. If you win round 1 and move to round 2, and the community votes for your favorite video for the week, you will be winning $100 worth of ARK. It just keeps getting better after that. We actually going to do monthly prizes as well of best short of the month. And how that's also going to work is all the winners of the week, when we get 4 best short of the weeks, we're going to move those to a round 3 for a head-to-head competition voted for again by the community to win the grand prize of $500 worth of ARK. That's right, $500 worth of ARK for just creating a 60-second video. We also have prizes for the most views, and that can be, any platform, whether it be YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, the Twitch Shorts I heard is a new thing coming out too. I would suggest probably you guys not only get them on YouTube, but TikTok has been going crazy with the amount of views you can get. I know Amanda, she uploaded her video over there. She was the winner of the last short of the week, and I think she said she got like 3 or 4,000 views already on her shorts. So if you're not uploading those shorts over to TikTok, you're definitely sleeping on those views. And you never know. You include your referral link in there, and next thing you know, you have a couple thousand views, and hey, you might have 10, 20 new referral links. You never know. Or you got a bunch of DMs of people asking about ARK. So that's kind of the whole name of the game is try to promote the ARK, get it on the shorts. We also, if you think you can't compete with some of these guys, they're creating these amazing shorts. They're using AI. They're going crazy with animations and stuff. If you think, oh, I'm just a small YouTuber, I'm not even a content creator, I'm just learning the ropes, don't be discouraged, because anyone that enters any sort of short form content, even if you just go on a walk, you turn on your camera and you talk about ARK for 30 seconds, anyone that submits any sort of content into the contest, at the end of the month, we're going to do a wheel of the toad for anyone that enters. And basically how that works is anytime you submit a link, even if you submit one video and submit it across all the different platforms, if you submit it on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, that's 4 different platforms. If you submit all 4 links, that is actually 4 entries into the Wheel of the Toad. And how that's going to work is at the end of the month, when we do the grand prize of the best short of the month and the most views, we are also going to do 5 random winners of $100 worth of ARK each. So it definitely pays to get involved. You don't have to have the best short of the day or the week, most views, or even the best short of the month. You can win simply by the luck of the Wheel of the Toad. So yeah, that's the shorts contest. Let's take a look at who actually was the winner for yesterday. We had Crypto Muza. Sorry, he was actually, I think that was his first ever shorts video. He just decided, hey, I'm going to get involved in this contest. I'm going to create some cool content here at the ARK. He just basically slapped together some AI speech and some cool visuals, and boom, he created a short on the ARK. It's really not that hard. Next, we had Coin Builders TV. They do an amazing job here at the ARK. They're always creating content. I think they're on like day 75 or something like that, creating daily videos on the ARK. This is probably their, I don't know, 7th or 8th short now on the ARK for the contest. They're doing amazing work. Then last we had Selectomatic, a new TikToker, definitely creating some short for the ARK here. And it looks like our results were the Coin Builders TV coming in, picking up that prize of the best ARK short of the day. Congratulations, Coin Builders TV. I wish we had the sound effects. Yay! But you are our winner for today's best short of the day. And let's take a look at what else we have in store for today. I'm going to see if we can share this. I see Coach Brad here. Let me see if I can share the screen. I have some issues sometimes with audio, but let me try to pull up. So first we have Leroy. He's actually, I think this is his first time ever creating any sort of short form content on the ARK. This is his first video I've ever seen. And so shout out to you, Leroy, for stepping out of there and taking that leap of faith and creating that ARK short. It's not easy, but it's not hard. You definitely have to have a little bit of confidence to turn on that camera and start filming yourself. So good job for you. Let's take a look at what we got.
I could see it there for a second, Mistletoe, and then there we go. Yep.
All right, perfect. Can we hear? Let's see.
Hi, Leroy here.
Could you guys hear that?
Yes. Yep.
Oh, let's go. Nice. I figured it out. Let's go. Okay, awesome. So this is Leroy's short. And yeah, this is his first ever short on the ARK. Let's take a look at it.
Hi, Leroy here. So, hey, if you want to retire 5 years early at full pay, be your own bank, you got to be able to do 3 things. Number 1, don't change. What I mean is continue to recommend and promote things like you always do. You recommend and promote places to eat, movies to watch, books to read, places to buy your car. You're already doing it. Don't change. Number 2, there's this DeFi platform called ArkFi. Put some money into it, earn back daily, every day, return on your investment 2%. Okay? Number 3, sometime in your life, you can pace yourself. Find 3, 4 other people that feel the same way you do about earning back on their money and being their own bank. Then you're going to retire 5 years early at full pay. Hey, check out the link in the description. Have a great day.
Amazing work there, Leroy. Spreading the word of the education, educating his fellow members about the ARK. It's definitely what you should do. And hey, he's gonna get some
easy,
DMs.
right?
And exactly, it looks like he might be at work too. Just turn it on the camera and just talking 20 seconds about ARK. And hey, he might win best short of the day. He might win best short of the week, but he also might even win $100 for just putting his face out there. Putting some content on the ARK. And yeah, good job, Leroy. Shout out to you, and keep doing amazing work. It's just that easy. Let's take up next. We got, let me see. Next, we got the coin builders again. Yeah, perfect. They're over on TikTok. As I said, you guys should definitely be uploading all your stuff on TikTok. That's where a lot of people are right now, and there's crazy numbers going on. I know, like, for instance, my roommate, he uploaded a random TikTok of just him talking about his new toothbrush, and it got 30,000 views. So it's crazy over there. Anyone can blow up. The algorithm is like black magic, as I like to call it. No one really knows what's going on. But let's take a look at the short from the Coin Builders TV.
Traditional VPN services that rely on centralized servers. Introducing the decentralized VPNs. Unlike traditional VPN services that rely on centralized servers, decentralized VPNs offer a new level of protection. They distribute the VPN network across multiple nodes, making it harder for anyone to control or access your data. With a decentralized VPN, you can browse the internet with peace of mind. Your online activities are encrypted and routed through a network of nodes operated by individuals like you. By being a node provider, you contribute to the network's strength and security. You can choose to run a node on your own device, or join a decentralized VPN platform that rewards you for participating. Also, you help create a distributed network that protects user data from prying eyes. Your device becomes part of the infrastructure, ensuring a decentralized and secure browsing experience for everyone. So, whether you're concerned about government surveillance, censorship, or simply want to safeguard your online activities, a decentralized VPN offers the solution you need. Take control of your online privacy. To know more, join ArkNet today.
Amazing work by the Coin Builders TV. They got it. Like, that made me bullish. I'm stoked for DVPN. That's amazing.
Yeah, how do they generate those themselves, or is that like an AI completely done video with content and everything?
No, from what I understand is I think they just, create a little script and then tell the AI to kind of say the things, and then they put some imagery together. I don't know if they're here on the pod, but yeah, no, they do amazing work. They've been doing this for quite some time, so they're definitely experienced, and they have like daily podcasts over on their channel. They talk about the ARK. They're awesome.
Very cool. All
right, let's take a look at the last but not least. Who else do we have? Another video from Crypto Musa. Looks like he got inspired.
On your screen, Mr. Toad.
Thank you. Which one is it? This one. Boom. Oh, hold on. I think I didn't share the audio. All right. Another video from Crypto Musa. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened to him, but his channel on YouTube somehow got deleted. So he is moving over to TikTok and now uploading all of his shorts on the TikTok. He is another new content creator here on the ARK. He got inspired from the shorts contest, all these shorts that everyone is creating, and decided, hey man, I can easily do this. And it's really not hard. Anyone can do it, especially with the AI tools we have. I mean, you could probably tell AI to just, hey, create me an ARK short, and it'll probably spit something out. You might have to tinker with it, but I'm sure it'll give you something. So let's take a look at what Crypto Musa is going on here. I don't know if he's using AI or not, but definitely is doing some good work here on the ARK. Let's take a look at his TikTok.
card is a virtual prepaid card that lets you spend online without the hassle of lengthy KYC signups. ARK's Air Card puts the power of crypto spending at your fingertips. With ARK's Air Card, there's no more hassle off ramping your crypto. When you are ready to spend, swap your crypto for an ARK-FI virtual card. Instant exchange and load into your card in seconds. No approval process or waiting necessary. That's it. You're ready to use your card to make purchases. Don't delay. Get an Air Card today. All aboard!
There we go. All aboard indeed. Great work there, Crypto Musa. Another short on the books, another daily ArkFi short of the day contest. So yeah, those were all our 3 competitors for today. Please go over to the shorts contest and giveaways to go cast your vote on what was your favorite short of the day. If you missed any of them, they're all posted over there. You can rewatch them, share them with your friends, and go vote. Definitely get involved. And good luck to all of our participants. Thank you, everyone that are creating shorts on the Ark. It does really help out. And yeah, let's pivot over to the Wheel of the Toad. Let me pull it up here. Give me a second.
We won't have the cool sound effects today, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, no cool sound effects.
Somebody wants to make the wheel sound.
We'll be okay.
We'll survive.
All right. Perfect. This is our daily all aboard giveaway where we have it every day on the Ark here, live on the podcast. A nice, easy way to win some free crypto. It's very easy to get involved every single day here. After the pod, we post a new sweep widget link. It's posted in the main chat, in the announcements channel, the contest and giveaway topic. It's very easy to find. If you can never find it, always be sure to ask. We can definitely repost it for you. Once you find that new sweep widget link, all you're going to do is click onto that new link. It's going to redirect you to a new website. It's going to give you a bunch of tasks. Those tasks range from liking and commenting some YouTube videos, clapping up some Medium articles, retweeting Twitter links, or even just visiting some websites. I know there's one on there where there's also leave a review on Trustpilot. So definitely be sure to do that. If you've already done that, make sure to like all the other reviews. It definitely helps everyone here on the Ark. Yeah, it's just a contest here to help promote, all the content creators, all the shorts creators, and even our own YouTube channel and our Medium channels. So yeah, once you go through all of those tasks, your name is going to pop up on this amazing iHeart Ark wheel, where every single day we are going to spin the lucky wheel for your chance to win $50 worth of Ark. That's right. If we land on your lucky name for the day, you are going to be our lucky winner for the prize of $50 worth of Ark. And we do this every single day. So do be sure to get involved. It really only takes a couple minutes of your time. Even if you're on the auto allocator, hop in here, chance to win some free Ark. Even if you don't win, you're really helping push that algorithm for everyone on board the Ark. So without further ado, let's spin that wheel and good luck, everyone.
Good luck, everybody.
And I don't know how these guys do it again, but White Paper PH over the Coin Builders TV, you are another winner for today's all aboard session. Congratulations, you've won $50 worth of Ark. And shout out to those guys. Those guys are just every single day they're creating content, and so they definitely deserve it.
Yeah, I mean, almost every content creator that I follow on YouTube now has a shorts channel. I mean, they're popping up all over the place. So they're just learning how to leverage, their content in a different way. And I think it makes a lot of sense. And it's so much easier, faster, and it's what everybody's watching now. With the attention spans and everything, people are watching shorts and they're showing up in their feeds. So yeah, it's
that's
easy
exactly
peasy
it. That's exactly it. Everyone's
share your
watching
link
it.
and make a few bucks here and there.
Exactly. I've even seen people have YouTube channels that only make shorts because I've heard there's a lot of money to be made, especially when they first created the shorts. You can, hey, if you create a good short, you can actually get paid from getting a bunch of views on it. So don't.
And I think now the time is of the essence for. I think we've mentioned before with ArcLight, we're going to have a very lucrative. It's going to be a single level referral system, but it will be very lucrative. And so if you have a nice size following, or you can build one in a very short period of time using the shorts content, and if you're on a channel like or TikTok or YouTube, whatever it might be, that can happen very quickly. And when people are looking for information on ArcLight when it comes out, they can follow your link. But if you have a subscriber base already built prior to that, that will obviously be a huge advantage to the content creators that have been out there working and hustling to build that subscription base.
Oh, definitely. Very good point. Especially, if you can somehow, take a lot of that information that some YouTubers, they put a 10-minute video and it's super detailed. Those are awesome. But if you can basically conclude that message in like a 60-second video, when people search ArcLight on YouTube, that short will pop right up, and people might just say, oh, 60 seconds, I can learn this information that quickly. Let's go. And they'll use your link.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you for that, Mistletoad. And are we ready to switch on over to the DeFi sessions with our resident expert, Z?
Of course, but last we have not announced the Spark winner. Yes, the Spark winner. Atlas has already drawn the winner. It is going to be a smaller prize as we're used to, just because he had a flight earlier today, so he had to draw it a lot earlier. But I think tomorrow might be a big prize then, if that's what I'm thinking, which will be nice.
Yeah, it will be the time, the time that we missed today with the winner will be basically added onto tomorrow's.
Exactly. Perfect. So make sure you top up that bond. Make sure you get into the Legacy NF savings account. And if you've been, thinking of getting those Legacy NFTs, just buying them outright, tomorrow could be a really big pot. So the winner for today for the Spark prize is ending in 486F6F. You are our Spark prize winner, first time winner for today. Congratulations. A prize of 483.54 ARK, street value of 140 USD 27 cents. And the daily syndicate MVP winner is ending in 566729, taking home 53.73 ARK. Congratulations to the winner, first time winner. You are now in Nitro mode.
Nice job. That's actually still a really good prize. I mean, $140 with a partial day. We're seeing those top over 700 every day. So those are still healthy. I mean, if you can get your 250 BUSD value in bond or the LSA, you can win that back with one win. And we know we have people that have had multiple wins on the same wallet. So still a great investment. I think it's still a great incentive for people to participate in both of those platforms. So great job.
100%.
Are we ready to move over to the DeFi sessions now?
Yes, sir. Let's do it. Z, are you here?
Yeah. Happy Friday, everybody. Thanks God it's Friday. What a day.
TGIF.
TGIF, right? Like, what a week it's been. It's been a week of turmoil. It's been a week of settlements, and we had sort of BlackRock and sort of WisdomTree putting back their ETFs in the file zone. So we'll sort of keep update there. We've had some quotes from the BlackRock CEO, Larry Fink, and this is pretty cool. So I'm gonna kind of go through his quotes here. So he goes, "We believe we have a responsibility to democratize investing. Over the last 5 years, more and more global investors are asking us about the role of crypto. And like I said, I do think a lot of crypto is an international asset. Most importantly, because it's so international, it's going to transcend any one currency in currency evaluation." This is what he sort of sees, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies overall. Like, this is his sort of, you can say, transcendence stage. He's basically predicting that this will sort of go above any sort of single currency. So yeah, it's been a bullish week for crypto on that side. So we've had the refiling from BlackRock and a few other sort of ETFs. We had a ETF filing from an Australian company as well. But before I go into that, let's quickly look at the chart right now, because profits are being taken on all different crypto assets since we made a top. So yesterday when we were sort of touching 31,500, I sort of mentioned to start taking a bit of profits if you are in any gains, and yeah, so after that we had a dump, a significant, I think it was 1 to 2% down. So yeah, sorry, about like 5% top from 5% down from yesterday's top. But yeah, so we've had profits taken on BlackRock's, the Bitcoin sort of chart. We've seen profits taking place on Ethereum. So we're down from, so we touched 2,000 yesterday, and we're down to 1915. And if we look into XRP, what we see here is profits were taken. So we made a top at sort of 90 cents, and we're down to 71 cents. And I think we're going to continue sort of taking profits there, but so that's the price there. Also, price on Coinbase has also been seen. So on the Filecoin, we've seen, in fact, we've seen gains. My bad. So price right now on Coinbase is up $105. And so that's what the price action is currently showing. Now, the other thing I wanted to cover was the Australian ETF. So Monochrome, a company by the name of Monochrome, filed a Bitcoin ETF on the Australian Securities Exchange, and so Australia joins the Bitcoin race. This was a whole sort of segment Monochrome sort of advertised, and it was pretty bullish. So this is what they had to say. This is what their CEO quoted. So it goes, through a Bitcoin ETF, it makes it possible for them to buy and use asset class in however they see fit with the investment choices and in regulated manners, and also operating within the regulatory parameters. So we saw. So this is the first time in Australia we've seen an ETF. We had one last week in the Netherlands, filed, but this is the first of its kind. In Australia. So Bitcoin. So Australia does sort of join the Bitcoin ETF race. That's one thing. One thing I wanted to kind of deep dive in. This is quite a big update from Polygon that I couldn't cover yesterday. So I'm going to cover this a little bit here. So there's been a proposal made on the Polygon side from the team, which proposes an upgrading to Matic token into a multi-purpose token for all chains. So they wanted an interoperable upgrade to the current, you can say, Polygon, the Matic token, and they want to. So I'm going to kind of read it here. So the proposal of Matic's technical upgrade is subject to approval from the Polygon community. Once approved, Matic's upgrade to a multi-purpose token will result in its renaming to POL. So POL, that's going to be the new token's name. So primarily, it enables the pool of protocol participants, example actors, to scale to support thousands of Polygon chains without sacrificing securities. The utility of POL, I'm going to kind of zoom into this so you guys can see the diagram as well. So the utility of POL revolves around aligning and incentivizing validators to perform useful work. If the upgrade proposal goes through, the redesigned protocol architecture will introduce features such as infinite scalability and no friction between any two protocols. Polls, there's a few cool things that you can say the community can start to do with the new POL token once it sort of takes place. So POL staking can open up 3 incentive streams for validators. protocol rewards, transaction fees, and additional rewards. In addition to validating multiple chains, validators can perform multiple roles on a single chain, including zero-knowledge proof generation and participation in data availability committee. So there's this big proposal, and I'm looking forward to it. I want to see Matic do move on to poll. So we have sorts of different layers, and also for Matic to become a poll to become an interoperable token. That sort of feeds all sort of 4 layers that Polygon are currently working on. So you have the Polygon proof of stake security, you have the ZK EVM, you have the SuperNet, and you also have the SuperNet by the nth degree. So this will sort of bring in Polygon 2.0 in a bigger scale. And then furthermore to that, Polygon's you can say co-founder was on Reddit taking up questions. And one question he was sort of asked him about the adoption. How does crypto adoption take place? And this was his answer. It's pretty interesting. So he goes, there are some top games launching Web3 in the next 6 to 18 months, and it would be very interesting to see if some of these games, some of them are able to crack the crypto code. Last year itself, there was a $2 billion plus funding in Web3 games. So he sees Web3 gaming as a big incentive, and I think I've talked about it multiple times where we've had Engine, we've had NVIDIA, and we've had a bunch of you can say gaming developers from Sony and from Microsoft move to Web3 gaming and start building NFTs and incentivize that. So gaming is going to be a big part because currently I think there's I think I was looking into EA, Electronic Arts, for their sports and their games like FIFA, have a audience currently of 100 million, and from their sort of so you can say side pitches, what I sort of encourage, they want to hit 1 billion participants worldwide. And nothing better, no better way than sort of going into sort of cryptocurrencies, and so that's how they can really hit and really incentivize gamers to earn in a big way. So yeah, he talks about gaming as one way of adoption, and then sort of he talked about banking as well, how banking incentives can change with sort of staking. And creating, you can say, interoperable connections and bringing synthetic models. So yeah, it was a really detailed Reddit Q&A with Sandeep. I'll post a link so you guys can kind of read up on that. But yeah, that sort of covers the DeFi session for today. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Z.
Thank you, Z. All right, it seems like that wraps it up for today's podcast then. Thank you everyone that joined us here for today's pod. We will resume tomorrow's schedule again. Atlas should be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. EST, 8 p.m. UTC. Good night, everyone, and take care.